People, deluded, I'm back again. Now, Manchester City versus Arsenal, 7:30 English time if you're not in the UK tomorrow. Like you Arsenal fans in general, probably looking forward to this game, hoping Arsenal probably will get beat up. Hopefully we don't lose, people. But as fans, I know we're, even though we might be sitting in different emotions and feelings come the 90th minute in that game, we've got hope. We've got hope, as naive hope as fans, that, we might snatch a result, might get gassed off of what Man United is doing. That's not going to happen for Arsenal, but we get gassed off that. We have small hope for underdog, siege mentality, Arteta shocker, sort of thing. And we just got hope and excitement just for both teams wanting to see your teams play again. As football fans, we always sit here and say, team have stressed us and they do this and that. But we're back here next week and all these things. Like, how many, I'm sure you lot of that have been with my journey in YouTube, you've seen 9 times out of 10 I'm vexing my videos. You lot want me to smile. I think I'm happy all the time, but you want me to smile. When we win the league again, I'll grin all my teeth and I'll show you the ugly smile I actually have. Why I don't grin teeth, but I'm still a pretty boy, don't get it twisted. Take your BM and that. But moving forward, people, now, how can I put this? If I'm these Arsenal players, again, we're not Man United, and what they're doing is irrelevant. But there's inspiration in that performance, people, Man United gave, especially in that first half. There were obviously moments City were piling pressure and there was lapses in concentration naturally with United and heart in mouth moments, but generally it was a solid performance from United, tactically, player for player, and all of these positive connotations. For me, first and foremost, as Arsenal, I hope the players were watching that on a Sunday, just as football fans, but they must have spoken about it on Monday. Not just as a thing as United done it, we beat United, we can do that sort of thing. What can happen for you in a football match if first and foremost, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer deserves his credit and all of these things, people. But first and foremost, and I've done it on a wonky thing, United played a bit of a mad formation sort of thing. Let's just go with a 5-3-1-2 or whatever, because Bernardo kind of dropped in, and you had Brandon Williams kind of forward. Obviously, you had them at fullback. You had the fullbacks doing their thing. They were playing as wingbacks. What I liked, and you had Shaw as a left centre half. Forget all the formations and all this stuff with United. Yeah, what I liked the most, people, is fear for letting their teammates down. Shaw, and we can, as Arsenal fans, we're first to poke fun at Shaw. Scared to let his man down, scared to let Lindelof down, scared to let Maguire down. Wan-Bissaka, win your individual battles out there. Make sure you come and support your man, sort of thing. The front line, Martial scored the goal, and it was a wonderful work set piece from the training ground. But he was doing how much defending as United sat pegged in, people. Pegged in. How many headers? How many times did you see strikers working aimlessly? The midfield, Matic has been in decent form for United. Fred's been turning his career around. The midfield was decent. Of course, Ederson was sloppy in goal. And again, this is what I'm talking about. When you work hard, things happen for you. The fear of letting people down. I don't want to see this against City, because how many times have you seen this sort of thing, people? You switch off against City, and we've turned a corner of sorts under Arteta, but you switch off against City, they will punish you. As silly as Ederson was moving against United, you lot know, like City, let's just do a basic 4-3-3. They can create goals all over that field, people. All over that field, literally. And it's the goalie 9 times out of 10. Ederson is quick. You've seen them cut teams open in a long ball to Sterling and whatever and finish. What I don't want to see is giving chances. And what really matters, it's all fun and games doing this in the first 10, people. It's the last 10. It's that last half an hour. It's that 5 to 10 minute period before the end of both halves. Concentration is key in this game, people. You switch off for a second, regardless of City's form and all the stats coming out, they will effing punish us, people. Ederson, as soon as he, for example, distributes it to a fullback, I don't want to see no half-hearted pressing, letting him get forward and playing 1-2s and scoring goals and all of these sort of things. I want to bring out happy reviews. So to do that, cut that out. Even if that's not your job, go and cut that out. Press. Work hard as fullbacks. Press and defend and all of these sort of things. I'm getting gassed. I don't even need to be showing you all of this tactical nonsense. But that first half an hour, in that 3-5 at the back United played, yeah, First and foremost, they recognised when they were respecting Man City too much, and they tried to get forward. But they were scared to lose their individual battles. They didn't allow their teammates to get 2v1'd, and they fought for the collective. They wanted their fans to sit there and scream and, you know, be in positive spirits and have optimism for getting top 4. Again, I'm not saying follow them, but as professional athletes, and you're looking at what your colleagues are doing in what the industry is doing to want to get better, we need to pattern. For me, if we don't win, I want to leave that pitch with some credibility, which has been the case in our big games. We drew against Chelsea at the Bridge. We should have won. We could have won. We would have won. Considering all of that. Fact is, we dropped points. But it was a better performance. Again, we lost against Chelsea at the Emirates. Better performance. Man United, positive performance. And I'm hearing all this talk about Wan-Bissaka 1v1. What happened when he bucked Pepe? On a serious note, people, Wan-Bissaka's been doing his thing, and he's actually been improving offensively. Defensively, he's solid. But back to Arsenal. You know, put in a performance. First and foremost, give credit to City and respect them in a positive way. But don't just sit there and roll over because they're Manchester City and they spend all this money and got all these players. Fight. It's a football match. It's 22 players. Fight. Don't be selfish, be selfless, think about the collective. And again, the biggest point for me, it's all fun and games being switched on, all of these things in the first 5 being positive. It's about how you carry on, and it's about the last couple of moments, because we go back to the Chelsea game at the Emirates. Why did we lose that? We switched off in the dying embers of the game, people. If you really want to scrutinise our team, in the last few games in all competitions, you could say the first leg, the damage was done in hindsight, Olympiacos. Are we starting games as fast as we could? No, we're not, because we didn't against West Ham. We needed VAR. Going back to the Olympiacos game, we needed a late goal there, and then we threw it away at the Emirates. We needed a late goal in the first leg, and we threw it away. There's been many games in the Premier League we haven't started fast enough. And against City, if your concentration is not there, forget about it. You will get annihilated, you will get demolished, and you will be eaten alive by Manchester City. Finally, people, if you just give me a second and allow me to place that, Arteta's had some thoughts or spoken in regards to his pre-game, so I might as well offer some quick opinions on such, or just say what he said. He said on how special it is to play Man City. It's going to be a very special night. I'm very excited to get back there. I have some fantastic memories, a lot of friends, a lot of people that I like. But obviously now I'm in a different position, another bench, and I'll defend my club as well as I can. You wouldn't want him to say anything else. In relation to his inside knowledge, he said, it gives me a very clear idea of what they're trying to do, what they'll be looking to do, but it's something different to be able to stop that and as well create the issues that I think will create for them. And one thing I'd say, the rest is relevant but irrelevant, but one thing I'd say is there's two things now. Could Pep just switch it up because Arteta knows his thing? And another thing is, Arteta, because you know how they would exploit us, because as recently as a couple of months ago, he played us on their bench and then was Arsenal manager in a matter of weeks. You know specific points, or you did know specific points they would try and specifically exploit Arsenal, play off a player potentially, because that was your role. Can you, with that, the flip side, can you cure the own poison you were setting out there when you was back over on them sides there? Obviously, it'd be interesting to see, because Arteta might have something up his sleeve. Pep might think, you thought you knew my thing, but I'm the sensei. Arteta might say, I was your protege, but you didn't know I had this thing in my locker. I was saving this especially for you. Hopefully that's the case, people. On Wednesday, I'm trying to be optimistic, people. It's going to be a Gatesy one. In relation to if we've evolved as a team since we've last played City, he said, I don't know, I wasn't here, I cannot judge what was going on behind the scenes. I know the team that I took, we are right now, and I think we've come a long way and made progress in a lot of areas, and there's still other areas where we have to improve a lot of things. He went on to say throughout his press conference the usual things, how we'd be focused and stuff. He praised Lacazette not just for obviously scoring, but for kind of making it a difficult decision if he goes with Eddie and Lacazette, because he's been training and working hard for the team. Hopefully we're sitting here tomorrow, 24 hours from now. Well, yeah, we'd probably be half-time at this time now, or getting into half-time. Hopefully we're in positive spirits. But on that note, I'm going to watch what's left of the what's left of the Champions League, we're almost done with the vid and it just flopped there, but you know how it is. On that note, that's my cue to get out of here. People, Deluded. Thank you for watching.